Cold Pursuit is a story of revenge, but it's a story that encompasses satire, that allows us to laugh at things that we wouldn't normally laugh at. We might even be guilty when we laugh. We might feel guilty when we laugh in this film, but we laugh a lot. And when we think about what's the value of entertainment, one of them is to capture our imagination, create a magical world that we can live in, but at the end of the day, be entertained. And part of entertainment, and maybe the most important part of entertainment for me, is laughter. So when you leave the theater from Cold Pursuit, like it or not, you're going to feel good. My character walks a parallel path with Liam's, in that I lose my son in this film. And unbeknownst to my character, I sit over here in my own separate little movie. Liam is here, Tom is here, and we each have a journey. And my journey is in real time, an arc that starts with the death of my son, and at the end ends with the death of the villain with two unlikely heroes. I only cross paths with him once, and I only engage with him once, and that's because nobody else seems to get the job done. So I get the pleasure as an actor, as a character, to be this sole person. And my life is kind of like that. I kind of like to think that I'm the only guy who can solve this problem, for crying out loud. Can't you guys get this done? And then, you just kind of, well, if it's got to get done, maybe I'll just do it myself. The reason I came to this project was because it made my wife laugh. When she laughed, I found pleasure. And I said, okay, maybe I'll take this serious. Maybe I'll take a read of this and look at it closely and decide whether this is something that at the end of the day, I might be able to bring something to this mix that would also bring something to me. And it did, in that this is the kind of a character I've never played. And at the same time, being able to modestly emulate characters that have taught me. I'll say this. You probably didn't see Al Pacino on set, but he was there. I studied him. And maybe you didn't see other characters, but you can go through a list of villains, gangsters. Go look for a gangster. And they were on set because I studied them. And I was very, very happy to do this. We didn't work long together, but it was lasting. I so enjoyed my time with Liam, and I look forward to, in the future, spending some time with Liam. Not necessarily Nels, but Liam. I had to find truth. So I had to look at places in my life that were truthful in a level with this character. And here's the most interesting part for me. And I'll ask you the question, as I have others. Do I look like a homeless guy to you? Do I look like a drug addict to you? Well, in 1988, I lived in a hole in the ground, and I was addicted to drugs. And there was a period of time between Christmas and New Year's where the Creator came to me. And he says, and I was crazy back then. I used to talk to the Creator, he'd talk back. And he came to me and he said, I'm going to make you a deal. And it's in the film. You can hear it in the film. He said, I want to make you a deal. I said, what's that? And he said, well, I'm going to send you an angel. And that angel is going to be worse off than you. And if you help that angel, I'm going to help you. And that brought me here to you. That I don't actually know how to shoot a gun. Somebody thought I knew how to paddle a canoe, and they thought I knew how to use a shotgun. So they gave me a shotgun. They didn't give me a canoe, but they gave me a shotgun. I never fired that shotgun. I think it ended up in a revolution somewhere. I think I gave it to somebody and it went off to some revolution. But I don't know how to do that. It's not in my fiber. But let me tell you what is in my fiber. What is in my fiber is, well, listen, my brother said this to me. I said, I don't really hate anything. And he said, what do you mean you don't hate anything? I said, well, maybe there's some things I don't like. I don't like misogyny. I don't like racism, bigotry, tyranny, oppression. I don't like those things. But I don't know if there's anybody I don't like. Well, you might know somebody that is like that, but I'm not saying you would. But if you do, start hanging out with other people. I live in Canada. I live 45 minutes from the site where we actually were in the mountains with all that snow. That's where I live. So it's, it's terrific. The whole film was, in locations that I knew. We went out to Victoria, and some stuff was shot in the interior of BC. But it's awesome, just, working at home. You work in your backyard, right? They can expect to be entertained, to be engaged, and to laugh.